True performance goes beyond power. It's built on accuracy. From routine servicing to tailored upgrades, every detail is considered. At Precision Auto House, your trusted specialist in European vehicles, where your car is treated like it should be.
Improved Production Cars and Production Cars Racing is brought to you by Precision Auto House, TRP Ductwork, BM Graphics, and Knight.
Back here for this last race of our production cars and improved production. This one is 12 minutes plus 1 lap. And on pole position, Matt Cherry alongside Steve Turpin, then Trent Hookemow and Mason Legg, Neil Pollard and Craig Poole, then Derek Burns, Jim Gallen, Tim Riley, Laurie Whitholm, Michael Woodhead, and that is it. Unfortunately, we've lost Joel Corello earlier today. Lane and Delphin are all out for the day. And we welcome back Cameron Burns. Good afternoon, mate.
How are we? Let's get ready for a good last race and see how everyone goes.
Well, I hope so. Let's see whether that we can get this battle of Pollard and Craig Poole and Derek Burns and Jim Gallen back under control, because that was really entertaining in race number 2.
Yep, straight after that race, they all went up to each other and started telling their stories about what happened and who missed gears and who went off. So they had a good fun battle, I reckon.
Yeah, that's always the way it is. You go taller and taller. So nonetheless, that's one of the best parts about racing cars, is the stories you tell afterwards.
But everyone's got cameras now, so you can prove if they're lying or not.
Yeah, it was better in the old days when we didn't have GoPros. We were so much better back then.
Well, also we didn't have the race control looking at everything we did either. It was
True.
A lot better over in turn 6.
You could get away with stuff over the other side of the hill.
You could, no more.
Both Holden products on the front row, the Commodore and the Monaro, and then we have an RX-7 and a 60th anniversary Volkswagen Golf with Mason Legg behind the wheel. Green flag has been shown. We are waiting for the red light. There it is. Revs will rise, and this is it. And a good getaway from Matt. Just minimise wheel spin, and you can see Steve just introducing Turpin, just introducing that clutch nice and slowly as well. He got a good getaway. Trent Hookemow in the RX-7, he's in 3rd place at the moment, and the big mover at the moment is Craig Poole, and Mason Legg trying to have a crack at Craig Poole as well. But that's a 6-litre Tirana versus a 4-cylinder Volkswagen, and Tirana was always going to win that one.
Good start from Trent Hookemow as well from the second row of the grid. He managed to get well and truly over the top of Mason Legg and get down to turn 1 quite quickly as well. So a little bit more grunt under that RX-7. He probably would have been hassling Cherry and Turpin.
On our cameras at the moment is Steve Turpin, car number 3, the Holden Commodore, as he tries to chase down the Holden Monaro of Racing Dynamics of Matt Cherry, as they crest the top of the hill for the first time, and a great view out the window of the Holden Commodore, and another fancy dashboard on board Steve Turpin's car.
Quite different in the gearing of these two cars. When I was out taking some pictures earlier on, the car of Cherry's changes gear quite a lot earlier coming out of turn 7 to what the car of Steve Turpin does. So totally different gearing in these two cars, and I think that's probably the difference in their straight line speed.
Yeah, and probably to try and conserve the tyres. I've talked to Matt and his father Steve quite a few times, and they keep blowing the tyres off this Holden Monaro. It's just got that much power. And you're saying they've moved over to a new Bridgestone tyres. Is that the RE88?
No, we've got the Bridgestone RE71 RZs as our national sponsor, and then we're using them for this year, and then we go to the RZ Bridgestones next year, which is an upgrade on these tyres we've got now. And they sponsor the whole category Australia-wide. So, yeah, they've been a good tyre. They're a little bit better in the wet. Some boys like them, some don't. But everyone seems to be going faster on the tyres, so cheaper tyre is just a big deal they did nationally.
Jim Gallen down the inside of Craig Poole there in the Honda Civic, and he sets sail now after Neil Pollard. And I saw Derek Burns just behind this group as well. There he is.
Yeah, Toronto's got some grunt. Look at it, just blast back past Gallen there as they come over the top of the hill.
See whether the twin turbo of Derek Burns can do anything about Jim Gallen in car 111.
I think it might be more the driver than the car. We'll see. We'll see him after the race and see how he went. But yeah, they really enjoyed their racing. So a production car, an IP car, and another production car. Doesn't matter what you got, you can race it and you'll have good fun.
That's it. Let's see Craig Poole now in the Tirana. He's got Neil Pollard in front of him. There's a fair distance. Oh, look at Gallen up the inside there of Craig Poole and overtakes that position again. And don't get too comfortable, because I think Craig Poole will be coming straight back around you again once you get to the large side straight here, the uphill and the downhill.
He has gotten past him a little bit earlier this time in the lap, so perhaps he might be able to get a bit more distance between him before he comes out of turn 6, and might just about have enough to be close enough to go back under him down into turn 7 again. So we'll have to wait and see. There's a fair old gap between himself and Poole this time coming out of turn 6. Race leader once more across the stripe. He's got 3 laps down under his belt. He's got the fastest lap of a 60.35.
And here he comes, Craig Poole. Oh, he got up to the driver's door and then pulled back on the brakes. So it's very, very close. He has minimised that loss. Everybody putting their headlights on now. It's getting extremely dark out there on the circuit at the moment. Here comes Craig Poole again. Gallen moves over and blocks that line for Craig Poole.
Can I just jump in for a moment and say also it's getting pretty fast out there as well, with Matt Cherry that time setting a lap time only 0.3 slower than the current lap record for IP cars.
Wow.
So there's plenty of grip out there and good conditions for racing.
Certainly is. Nice and cool out there. The cars will be developing a good amount of horsepower out there today. Don't have to worry about any hot weather taking away that horsepower as we pick up on our live stream with Jim Gallen in the Honda Civic Type R. A new car to the Gallen family. It hasn't taken him long to get that thing on tap.
Jim can drive anything pretty much. That whole family can drive whatever they want and they'll be quick in it. So that's good for them.
So there's your dad having a crack at Craig Poole in the Tirana as he comes up and over the top of the hill. The Tirana's just got a little bit too much grunt for the BM.
Yeah, I tell you what, the BM eats it up under brakes though, and the handling will be probably a bit better too. So he needs to start thinking about the same move as what Gallen made a couple of laps ago and see if he can't get him going into turn 4.
If they don't fight each other and let Jim get away, that'd be the worst problem to have.
It was a 60.5 last time through for Matt Cherry, so he's drifted out by 0.2 of a second on the previous lap. But still very, very close to that race record that he set back in April of this year. As Craig Poole gets it up on 2 wheels over the top of the bus stop, lands it on the brakes to try and drop the nose down into the asphalt, get some grip ready for the left-hander. The only left-hander, well really the only left-hander here. We do have 2 left-handers.
Well, he's going to go for a send. He pulled out of it. He was going to have a go at him.
You can tell Matt Cherry's chasing that lap record. He's trying hard because he's just done another 1 minute .4. So he's been consistently trying to get that lap record back down again. I don't know that he's going to make it every lap that he does now. His tyres are going to be getting more towards screaming enough.
Yeah, enough is enough. And Steve Turpin now some 5 seconds behind him, and Hockenbauer in the RX-7 is 25 seconds behind Matt Cherry.
Yeah, and Mason Legg and Neil Pollard are starting to have a good battle. They're catching Trent as well, so unless Trent's fallen back a little bit. But Neil Pollard pulled up. He was starting 7th last race, so he's made a few places.
There's a couple of flashes of flame out of the back of the RX-7. That's what we like to see on the downshifts and the overrun through the exhaust system.
Yeah, they've tuned that a little bit after last time. The flames are a little bit excessive after last time.
Yeah, so but it'll look great. Look, if you can't win, be spectacular.
I think that's how we go racing, isn't it?
That is. So there is our leader, and he's now come up onto traffic, so that will be it for a race record run here this afternoon.
Yeah, I think his tyres have screamed enough.
Yeah.
Anyways, rear tyres are probably starting to turn. Jelly was getting he's getting more and more sideways coming out of turn 7 with every lap that goes past. And of course, these guys running in 2, the first and second running in 2 separate categories, I believe. No, they're both improved production cars, aren't they? I'm getting myself confused.
First is, yep.
Steve Turpin was running in street cars at one stage in that car, I believe.
That was maybe a long time ago.
Yeah, for a while ago.
That's been a full IP car. It's a little bit more street spec than Matt Cherry's. He's a little bit up spec. But Steve Turpin, he's getting there. He's putting more and more time and effort into it, like anything. It's more seat time. Seat time makes the car go faster. And Steve Turpin's also come on as the national category sponsor as well for our nationals.
Oh, brilliant.
Diesel's Mobile, so that's good for us. Thank you very much for all the
another family with a long history here at Wanneroo Raceway, with his father running in the 1970s, early 1970s up here in a little TQ. So big family effort for many, many years for the Turpin family.
So Hookamau hanging on for third, then Neil Pollard, Mason Legg in fifth, Jim Gallen in sixth, Craig Poole in seven, Derek Burns in eight, Laurie Whittam in nine, and rounding out the 10 is Tim Riley.
Well, and off the track up there's Derek Burns. Unfortunately, he pulled off up there, so I'd suggest he may have had a mechanical issue and decided just to pull off onto the old short circuit.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's popped the tyre for the first time like we did in the Enduro, so yeah, we'll find out what happened with him after this.
You've been too greedy with the negative camber.
That wasn't me, that's Dad's car. That's his fault. We only had that car a couple of weeks beforehand and we had to do a lot of setup work to it, so we've taken about 3 degrees out of it and it seems to save the tyre a bit more, but he's coming down, so it's not like it stopped, so he's still coming down the main back straight.
Yes, he is still down there into turn number 7. Steve Turpin just goes under the inside. But Matt Cherry now out to the 61.3, so it's definitely game over as far as a lap record. Not going to happen today.
So you got an under 2 litre Neil Pollard against Mason Legg's 2 litre turbo production car. A little bit of weight difference in the two, but they're still having a good battle with each other.
Yeah, coming out of turn number 6, Pollard by about 5 car lengths over Mason Legg. I wouldn't be surprised if the Volkswagen, the V-Dub's good under brakes here, and it does. It closes right up behind the Honda.
Mason's got some big brakes in that, and he's got a DSG paddle box in that as well. And Neil Pollard's got a sequential in the front of that Civic as well.
So down into turn 1 once more goes Mason Legg with Pollard just in front of him in car 19, and out of the corner they come, and very safely chasing Trent Hockamau in the RX-7. He's going up through turn 4, but as it stands, we've got a 5-second lead at the moment to Matt Cherry. He's out on his 8th lap. We've got we've got about 2 seconds into the deficit now, so he would have received the last lap board.
Which is very dark to the north of the circuit at the moment. Hopefully no rain down there in turn number 1. But it's a completely different story down there in turn number 7. We've got blue sky down that end of the world.
Yeah, on a couple of camera shots there on the live stream, you can see right down Trent's exhaust. You can see the whole thing glowing with big flames coming out of it through turn 1. It's got some good camera shots.
So Mason Legg still trying to get past Neil Pollard. I don't think that's going to happen. Neil's been around this place too many times. And it looks like he's just got the advantage over Mason Legg. We're on the last lap now. Our leader coming out of turn number 6 for the last time. Car number 44 racing for Racing Dynamics is Matt Cherry in the Holden Monaro as he comes down in towards turn number 7 for the last time. Won't quite put a lap on Craig Poole, but keeps it nice and straight this time, and checkered flag on display to Matt Cherry, who slows it down significantly on the run home. Don't know what happened there. Hopefully the car's okay. He just slowed down quite abruptly.
I think he just backed off, checkered flag, go across the line.
Yeah, he knew that he had 3.7 seconds over Turpin. So the RX-7 will be next across the line, and that'll be Trent Hockamau. This is the RX-8 of Laurie Whittam.
And there's still Woodhead and Tim Riley still having a battle, an under 1600 IP car and a supercharged mini production car.
They go across the line. Oh, there's the big flash of flame out of the back of the RX-7. And again, so 2 downshifts down there into turn number 7 for Trent Hockamau. Let's see if we get a big one down here into turn number 1.
No, we just get a little bit on
just
the
a little bit, yeah. No, he needs to pump some more fuel into that.
I don't think his tuner likes that.
So we've just got Jim Gallen and Craig Poole across the line now. There goes Gallen across the line now. Here comes Craig Poole down into turn 7. And that will wind out our entire field for IP and in pre-production and production cars for this weekend.
Yep, Cherry over Steve Turpin and Trent Hockamau. That's your first, second and third for improved production and production cars here for the last time today. We've got one more event coming your way here at Motormall Wanneroo Raceway. It's our time challenge, and it was a good win in race number 2 to car number 51 of Jamie Scott. Can he continue on his winning way in race number 3? Stick around to find out here at Motormall Wanneroo Raceway.
We just saw the final race for the combined category of production cars and improved production, proudly sponsored by Precision Auto Haus and TRP Ductwork. We're joined by Mason Legg. Mason, you came fourth in that last race, but you've had a good day overall.
Yeah, it was actually, it's first outright in production cars, which is a good result for me. But yeah, it's been wonderful. The car's very compliant, does what I want it to. The brakes have been misbehaving, but managed to push when I could and then back off a bit later in the race occasionally.
Tell us about the car. I mean, you only picked it up last year, and why did you pick this car in particular? Was it something that was a bit of a bucket list thing when it came to this sort of vehicle for the category that you're driving in?
Yeah, it's a good question. I'm from an open wheeler background, and I just wanted to try a roof over my head. And really, production cars are awesome because essentially this is a very standard car, but as you can see how fast it's going out there, very good value for money. And if something breaks, quite affordable to repair also.
And I suppose, a car that's, different to a sort of the other cars you've been driving in the past. I mean, this is a radically different car to be driving in, and that must affect your strategy when it comes to the race.
Yeah, it does a lot. I'm pretty much used to it now, but there's a lot of electronics, traction control, ABS. I was actually hoping that it'd be a bit wetter than it was because typically I would have liked to have put a surprise on Matt Cherry and co. But in the dry, there's no way I can't compete.
Isn't it amazing? A bit of poor weather's a great leveler when it comes to racing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it's not all me. The front wheel drive is very good in the wet. I've got to just throw that out there and not sound like I love myself or something.
Now listen, I mean, it's a pretty competitive category. I mean, so is that another side of the reason why you wanted to join this category from the open wheelers?
Yeah, I love the regulations. They're tight and limit to relatively low budget. There's a lot of cost control. Some of the other categories don't have that. And just with the ability for that big carrot to go to Bathurst 6 Hour and that, it's a real big one, and we're starting to garner a lot of interest because of it. So it's really good. I just encourage anyone who's interested to touch base.
So with the rest of the year, you got a few more championship days coming up. I mean, what's the plan for 2026 for you and the car?
Yeah, to win the championship, I'm gung-ho on it. Couldn't do it without Precision Auto Haus, straight edge steel frame homes. And as you can see on the bonnet, I've just welcomed Lee Holmes on board as a partner as well. It's been great.
Tell us about your support crew.
Yeah, that's pretty much Brad. I've been very lucky. I've got Adam here today who works for Gav at Lee Holmes. Absolute champion. Him and his son come a lot. It's a team effort. It's a family. It's hard to do this on your own.
Mason, all the best for the rest of the season. I'm glad you had a great day today. It's good to see you again.
Can I say one more thing? Hard luck to Mark Horan. He hit an oil patch in his very first race with us today. We're going to rally around him and get him back out there. I'm glad he's safe, but cars can be rebuilt and we're all going to help him. So if he's watching, we've got you.
It's a fantastic gesture. Well done, Mason, to you and the rest of the category.
Yeah, thanks. And you guys are doing a great job.
Thanks, mate. Much appreciated. That's all from us here at in the paddock.